like I tighten this, so it's not quite as easy to adjust. You know what I'm saying? I need to loosen it more. Kinsey and I are in beautiful Tennessee. I think the fall in Tennessee is messing with my allergies, but we're getting ready to go to Ollie's to go on a, plug my phone in. We're gonna go to Ollie's and go on a cereal run. Our way.
Sure.
Does that look all right? How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a good Saturday. If you enjoyed the premiere last night, give a thumbs up. That was one creepy ass house. Make sure nobody's behind me. I did not park very well. My parking skills need to.
There's an
Uber Eats. Yeah, the first thing Sean and I said when we pulled up to that house, I looked at Sean and I said, this place gives off Conjuring vibes. Hence the name of the episode. Very, very... Because the house sets back this real long lane. I don't know how many hundreds of feet it is. Back in the middle of this woods. So it's surrounded by woods and it's got the old log cabin veneer and just has a very creepy vibe. And then when you walk in with all the taxidermy animals and very, very creepy. So I wonder what that is. They keep coming back to this area. That sun is bright. Which way is Ollie's? Can you punch that into your phone for me? Executive Elite Transportation. I wonder what they do. Kenzie and I just ate soft pretzel and cheesecake for dinner, didn't we? That's a pretty good dinner, ain't it?
And the wax bottles. That's the best candy. I don't care what anyone says. Isn't it?
Okay, we gotta go.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people hate them though.
Traffic down here, you have to go fast. You can't mess around.
There is a car braking.
I know. How far have we got to Ollie's?
1 minute. Turn right at the light.
So yeah, Kenzie and I have...
Get over because you're turning right at the light.
Okay. We went out to the property, checked on the status of the barns coming down. That's going well. Today we went to the zoo. What else did we do? I feel like we did something else. What am I missing? Oh, we just did some driving around out in the country. It's always nice down in Tennessee to just drive around.
We drove by Tusculum.
We went by Tusculum University. We're going to check that out a little bit more. I think that's the college Kenzie's going to transfer to. Here in, what is that, a private Christian college?
Yeah.
Pretty neat campus. Anybody's ever been by Tusculum University, which I have a hard time saying. Actually, today was their homecoming day, so it was kind of neat to see all that. And then tonight, we got a very special night planned for Kenzie before we head back to Ohio. You want to tell them what I'm dragging you into?
We're going on an investigation.
Taking Kinsey on an investigation tonight. Supposedly a very haunted farmhouse outside of town here. So we're going to meet them and shoot some interviews and do some investigating. Kinsey's a little bit nervous. I told her, I said, I'm not going to leave you alone. It'll be us together. If anything crazy happens, we'll call it and leave. Obviously, I don't want to put Kinsey in danger, but be a very stripped down investigation. Got minimal equipment. I think I've got 2 night vision cameras, voice recorder, SB7, and a couple alarms. So, supposedly the house and the property itself has got a history of being haunted. So we're going to investigate the house itself plus the property. So we'll be outside. Trekking the... You would probably be outside than inside the house, wouldn't you?
What?
You would probably rather be outside the house than inside the house?
I'd rather be inside the house than outside the house.
Yeah. So we'll find out more about the history of it. I know a lot of people have had crazy experiences there. So we'll shoot the interviews and do the walkthrough and stuff. Like I said, it's going to be a very stripped down, but I'll add it in with the, because Kinsey and I have been filming this whole trip, so we'll kind of add that into it. So at the end of all of our vlogging and stuff, you'll get to see investigation. So everybody wish Kinsey luck tonight for her investigation. Yeah, we're going to run into Ollie's and see if we can find some obscure cereal we can take back to Ohio with us. You know, one thing I would like to find when we're in here?
What?
That Wendy's. You know, Wendy's... Frosties.
Yeah.
I would like to find that cereal in here. The Wendy's Frosty cereal is like the holy grail of cereals. Cereal experiences. Yeah, it's a good thing I brought allergy medicine with me. So when we get done filming tonight, I'll definitely have to take some allergy medicine, and then we're going to try to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, hit the road, because Kinsey's got some schoolwork she's got to get done before Monday. And then I've got a episode I'm editing right now I need to try to get. So what was your favorite animal at the zoo today?
I have a picture of it. I don't know what they're called. Those monkeys. I don't know what they're called though.
Oh, those little white-handed, I think they were called white-handed spider monkeys.
Those are my favorite. And then the capybaras were also really cute. But I feel like I have to say that one giraffe.
Yeah. This zoo has the only giraffe known in existence. Do you have the article? Can you pull that up again? That was born without spots. It's hard to believe that giraffe is still a baby, and it's like literally 12 foot tall. Could you imagine having like a 8 foot tall baby? That'd be crazy. It says a rare spotless giraffe was born at a Tennessee zoo. A reticulated giraffe. I didn't know giraffes were like considered reticulated. was born without spots at Bright Zoo in northeastern Tennessee at the end of July. The baby giraffe was standing 14 to 15 foot tall. Or maybe that's the... No, I think the adults get 15 foot tall. The baby was 6 foot tall when it was born.
Here, you can.
But it's the only giraffe without spots known to ever exist. So if you want to see that rare giraffe, it's at the zoo here in East Tennessee, just outside of Greenville, Tennessee, at Bright Zoo. Really neat zoo. The layout is beautiful. Just the way they have everything just flows well together. Very clean. Like, we have probably one of the best zoos, the Columbus Zoo back home, which I love the Columbus Zoo, but it's literally like a concrete jungle. I mean, it's all... And this one's, the way they got the paths and everything cut out and all that, it's pretty neat.
We have a lot of good zoos.
Yeah.
Although Cincinnati, no one really goes to that anymore.
Yeah, Cincinnati took a hit after Harambe, the
As they
silverback,
should.
which Kenzie's always been mad about.
Yeah.
Kenzie is an animal lover. Actually, my oldest daughter, Kirsten, she's on duty right now. She just found a dog in an alley, so she's working on tracking down its owners. Got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Somebody said, I don't blame you, Kenzie. Let's see. I feel like everybody's animal lovers.
But I've always loved like monkeys and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like some people don't like zoos because they feel like the animals are kept in captivity, but if you think about it, zoos are the primary force that keeps a lot of these species from going endangered, from loss of habitat and just not being protected in whatever country they're from. So, like, at least I know, like, our Columbus Zoo and even the Cincinnati Zoo, they do a good job as far as their breeding programs and reintroducing a lot of these animals back into the wild and trying to build up the population. So, and plus zoos are a way, if you look at the animals, I look at them more as like ambassadors for their species. You know what I'm saying? So like people can go and learn about whatever species it is, and because the one way to get people to love you and want to protect you is to pull at their heartstrings. So
I feel like some of them it is sad because their enclosures aren't like the same as how it is out there. Like there's penguins.
yeah,
They were
but
just standing there. They couldn't. There was like nowhere to go.
but that's a pretty big penguin enclosure, though.
No, it wasn't. Compared to the amount of land penguins usually have.
Oh, the dog's going crazy.
That's cute. What kind of dog is that?
But if I was an animal, I would rather be in a zoo than out. Especially if I was if you're a prey animal, it wouldn't be that bad. But if you're like one of the animals that the prey on, then I'd be like, hell yeah, stick me in here. Plus, they live a longer life as well in captivity. I think, the only animal they've never been able to successfully keep in captivity.
What?
Well, it's not probably the only animal, but it's the only one I know of. The great white shark.
Why not?
I don't know. They just have never tried to. They try to keep them in captivity, but they always die.
People want to see your tattoo.
See?
What's your biggest fear when doing investigations?
Biggest fear is obviously being attacked, because I know that stuff can happen. But I think we do a pretty good job protecting ourselves. Um, but yeah, definitely getting hurt, something attaching itself to you, going home with you, is probably my biggest fear. Second biggest fear is not being able to help the family. I think that's always probably one of the biggest fears that we worry about the most, is not being able to help the family. So I got heartburn so bad.
Oh, people think that that one tattoo is real.
You'll get to see the other tattoo in an episode coming up. I don't want to ruin it for you.
Was it Pink Fox?
Pink fox. What did the fox say? I was talking to the guy that was taking down our barns. Kenzie and I were out there talking to him yesterday, because he works fairly late out there working on taking down the barns. And he said you would not believe the amount of coyotes on this property. He said it's so freaky at 9 o'clock at night. It's like the coyotes surround this entire property. You can just hear them barking and howling.
Do zoos take coyotes?
Probably not. So he said we'll definitely have to watch out for our dogs when we move up there, because they will kill dogs and cats and stuff.
You know what we should do? We should start a zoo with just coyotes and like deer and animals, so people don't kill them.
See, I don't mind like big zoos that are like have a shit ton of money to put into the animals and enclosures and stuff. I'm not a big fan of like small independent zoos that.
No, well, we're saving them instead of them getting killed.
I don't think we need to save coyotes. There's enough coyotes out in the world.
They're so cute.
They're cute until they attack your ass.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we'll train them.
What if they killed your dog?
But if we keep it in a cage, then it's not going to kill Duke or Bentley or Tucker or Nico.
So anybody that lives down in Tennessee, actually anywhere that has a coyote problem, what's the best way to remedy it? How do you say that? Remedy? I think that's how you say it. Everything probably sounds different because my nose is stuffed
Or you
up.
could just say, what's the best way to fix the problem?
Yeah. I try to use big words.
Whenever we move down here, we need to get an accent.
I don't want an accent.
We sound so stupid talking to them.
They thought that guy's rolling backwards. He's gonna hit that car. Dude, your car's not in park. Dude, put your car in park. He just hit that car.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He stopped in time.
I bet it's a stick and he didn't. Yep, it's a stick. He didn't put it in gear.
He didn't hit it. It was close, but he didn't. He caught it in time.
How do you not know your car's rolling backwards? He's getting ready to get out and it just keeps rolling. He's probably watching our live and distracted. He's like, nope, nobody saw that. Get at the door, walk in casually, look back, nobody's seen anything. Nope, nobody's looking, nobody's yelling. Quit looking back, you look suspicious the more you look back.
We should go in there and confront him.
On live.
Oh, you know how people do that in stores?
I hate when people do that.
We should do it.
There's
Like,
two things I absolutely hate online is when people have to confront people with their cell phones and get it all on video. That way they have something to post. Drives me crazy because you know their intent.
But it's funny.
And then I hate people that get out their cell phones and film everything a cop does in public. Or like, you ever seen those ones where they just hang out post office, making people feel uncomfortable? Like, I understand,
But some of them's funny. Like the ones of like people going up to people in store, like those are funny.
like I understand, like if you're out in public, you're 90% of the time you're being filmed. But there's a difference between somebody coming up and putting a camera in your face and starting an altercation just to get content. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that drives me crazy. That's why I think if people would just start grabbing people's cell phones and smash them on the ground, they would get more freaking.
Like that one guy?
Say you want some content, here you go. Smash it on the freaking ground. Because that's one thing, like if I'm live, like we're going to be live when we go to Ollie's. We always try to respect other people's privacy.
Yeah.
Like not getting them on camera or, you know, saying anything about people, or if something was going on, I wouldn't even film it. Like you guys at your school. What happens when a fight breaks out at your school?
What do you mean?
You guys all reach for your cell phones.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to break up the fight or go get help, you just want to record it. That's today's generation is.
You can't say that.
No, I'm just saying. Today's generation is just all about film it instead of going and getting help.
Well, yeah, because then afterwards everyone's like, oh, who has the video? Because a bunch of people didn't see it.
Yeah. And the video is good for evidence, but I don't know.
I do it for my safety. Like that one that I was in the background of. What am I supposed to do? Just stand there and just watch it?
Even though we film a lot,
it.
like out in public, I still try to respect everybody's privacy.
Yeah.
Especially if there's like kids and stuff, you don't want to get them in the video and all that. It's just, but I don't even know how we got on that subject. Oh, that guy rolling backwards.
Oh, and then going in and confronting him.
You wanted to go in and confront him and get it on video for content. Kids nowadays, all they think about is content.
This is the one that posts content for a living.
I film all the time, don't I?
Yeah.
We got any questions? Oh, we got Tazewell, Tennessee. We're not too far from Tazewell. I think that's how you pronounce that. Everybody thinks these are yellow. I should just pull this out. I think if I have my hood up, it looks like I have braids, yellow braids. Well, we could run into Ollie's and see what kind of cereal we can get. You want to do that? If they have good cereal that we haven't tried yet, we'll get it. If they don't let me buy any stupid cereal, okay? Okay, we're gonna run inside. Let me flip this. I'll flip my camera just in case a fight breaks out and we get it on camera. Just joking. Huh? Oh, there's the dog that was missing. Did his owner come and get him? That's the dog that my daughter rescued today. Did she say if they came and got the dog? Okay, I'm gonna act obscure. There's the Ollie guy. That's my favorite. Is it the cereal is whenever we come into Ollie's? They have to have more of a cereal selection. I'll turn it back on after this music's over. Okay, so they did not have...
We should write a note and put on his car and be like, we know what you did.
We know what you did last night. But they did not have a very... You guys saying they literally had like 6 different boxes of cereal, which is very disappointing because Ollie's is usually the place to go. If I could get a new key fob. Well, that sucks. I thought we were gonna find something good. Usually Ollie's, don't they have like a huge thing of cereal?
Oldies? Oh no, last time I was inside an Oldies.
Ollie's.
Oh. They said Oldies.
Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's the game of life. Right. Yeah, I muted the sound because I get so tired of YouTube demonetizing lives because of background music. But usually if you like fight it and go through the process, but it's just not worth it for a live because the amount of views you get on live is not typically... We go live more to hang out with you guys and spend time with you versus nobody's breaking the bank going live, I can tell you that. Well, some channels, I guess, do good lives, don't they?
Steve?
Yeah. Yeah, some of those channels that do like news live and then they do like the weather live, those channels get just a ton of people. One of them I was watching, they had like 68,000 people in their live. That is crazy. Could you imagine if you had 68,000 people in chat?
Was it Steve?
One of them was Steve, and then the other one was... There's 2 guys that I watched that do the weather.
Oh, wait, that one guy during the hurricane?
Yeah.
Yeah. But everybody was watching that.
Yeah. I don't remember the names offhand.
I just know Steve.
And I've been watching some of the lives with like Delphi. Trying to keep up on Delphi. Lori, thank you so much for the donation.
Oh, did you see that Brian Kohlberger could be getting the death penalty?
Mm-hmm. If he's guilty, I have no problem with the death penalty.
He's gonna be found guilty, trust.
As long as you can prove that they're 100% guilty without any reasonable doubt.
He just looks like he could
I've
kill
always,
somebody.
yeah. I've always said an eye for an eye. Plus, if that was my daughter, that's what I would want to happen.
He killed 3.
3 girls and 1 boy.
Yeah.
Allegedly killed.
He did.
You can't say that. allegedly.
I believe he did.
But it doesn't matter. You can't say that.
Okay,
Allegedly.
all the evidence points towards him.
But you have to say allegedly.
It was just so happened to be his knife cover found at the crime scene.
Okay.
Allegedly, he killed them.
It's one thing you learn about social media. You always say allegedly. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Have you guys been following the Delphi case? I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't have that on TV, but Delphi case.
It's on court TV.
No, there's no live cameras or anything.
Oh.
So what are your thoughts? Guilty, innocent?
Are you allowed to say your opinion?
Well, he's already been in court. The jury's waiting to decide. Patricia, thank you so much for the donation. You're amazing as well.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, are you allowed to say what you think?
Well, once they have the court trial, you can give your opinion on what you think with the evidence that was given.
Yeah, but you worked on it a little bit. Like, before.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you guys did spirit box and everything.
I try to keep an open mind with that stuff because obviously I'm not in the courtroom. I'm not privy to all the evidence, what the jury's hearing. So, to me, I can't say one way or the other, guilty, not guilty. All I know is what responses we got over the spirit box. And it's pretty crazy that
Someone said he's not guilty. The state did not prove.
I will say the lack of evidence against him was very, very disturbing. So I think if this case, even if he did do it, I think this case was screwed up from investigators and all that. It was just very, very, very sloppy for a case that you knew was going to be national and have every spotlight on it. I mean, it's literally probably the biggest thing that's ever happened in Delphi, the most tragic thing that's ever happened. Thank you, Lori, again for the donation. Appreciate it.
We should go tell that person, hey, I wouldn't park next to this guy.
Christine, thank you so much.
Yeah, I find the joke funny.
Yeah. The car's still there. Hold me closer now. That song's gonna be stuck in my head all night now. The song I had to mute and always was Elton John. I think Elton John. Isn't Elton John the one that sings Tiny Dancer? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold me closer now. I think it's Elton John.
Someone said, didn't he admit it to his cellmates?
Yeah, but a lot of people admit to crimes that they didn't commit. You can't convict. I don't believe you can convict somebody on a confession, unless they stand by the confession. I mean, I still think even if somebody confesses to a crime, I would think you would still have to have evidence.
Yeah, but like, why would you admit to a crime if you didn't do it, especially murdering two girls?
But people do it all the time. People would be amazed at how many people confess to crimes they didn't commit.
Someone said he gave 61 confessions.
But the jury's going to know, when were those confessions given? How were those given? Were they actually confessions?
He confessed to his wife and mom.
Yeah. But he also confessed to a bunch of shit he never even did, from what I heard. And again, I wasn't there in the court. This is stuff I was reading online, watching other people that were there in the court. And there's definitely a lot of...
Oh, someone said Richard Allen didn't have cellmates.
But I heard that they were giving him medication for mental illness. So I don't know. I mean, I personally would not confess to a crime like that I didn't do. But if I had mental illness, would you? But remember that what's that little Madeline girl that went missing years ago? I think they were in Europe somewhere. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for the
Are you talking
donation.
about that girl that still hasn't been found?
Yeah. But there was a guy here in the United States that admitted to killing her. Well, the police did their research and realized that,
McCain.
yeah, Madeline McCain did their research and they realized that this guy was nowhere even near that country when this all happened. So he was lying completely. He was a guy with mental illness and he wanted notoriety for this case.
Wait, what was that case? The one that went missing from her room or something?
I don't remember the details. That's been so long ago. But people do confess to crimes that they didn't commit. I don't know why they do it, but like I said, maybe he did do it. Maybe they have the right guy. Maybe they just... I just think if you have a crime scene like that and you have no DNA evidence whatsoever, I find that highly unlikely. And like one of the chats I was in a couple days ago, with Vinny from Court TV, I'd asked that question: how likely is it that you have a crime like this and have no DNA evidence? And they said it's highly unlikely. So I don't think you can convict somebody just because law enforcement did a shitty job on the case. And it's very, very, very obvious that this case they did a shitty job.
I think they should just have you work on it.
If you're curious what we got, go back and watch the Delphi case for Chasing Evil.
That's my favorite video of your guys's.
We were out there. Actually, we started on it a few days. It was like the 17th. So they went missing on what, the 13th? So it was just a few days after that. So it's pretty crazy stuff. I mean, obviously you could never convict anybody over a spirit box session, but it's crazy when you get those responses that early on before anything was ever released to the public, which a lot of stuff people's finding out now with the court hearing that came across years and years earlier. I don't know. I just hope and pray for the families that they have the right person, and that way the families can have some closure and the community can try to heal and get past this. But I think now you're going to have half the community, half the people are going to be divided where they think he's guilty and the other half's going to think they have the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? If they would have came out and had a ton of evidence against this guy and said, we know 100% sure this is the guy, instead of a bunch of circumstantial stuff that you just throw against the wall and hope the jury convicts.
Okay, I'm figuring out how to spell that girl's last name. Everybody's arguing about it. Isn't there a thing about it on Netflix?
Yeah. I think it's Madeline McCain.
Yeah, but they're going back and forth how to spell it.
Oh. So yeah, we'll see. I'm surprised the jury didn't come back today. I think everybody was thinking the jury would come back today.
Yeah, it is spelled McCann.
So it's pronounced McCain. Right. I think that's how they pronounce it, was McCain.
No, I don't want to go into animal science. I used to. But not anymore.
Tiny Dancer. Did anybody ever say, was that Elton John that sings that? I feel like Elton John's the only singer you get a song stuck in your head. You can never get it out of your head. Wish this lady would shut her freaking lights off. She's blowing out my live. Did you hear me doing the Nemo this morning?
Yeah.
I was going, woo. How was I doing that?
Okay, stop.
Remember the whales on Nemo, Finding Nemo? Tiny dancer.
That sounds like the monkey. There's one monkeys at the zoo. They're so loud.
I forgot what those are called.
I don't know, but they have those at literally every single zoo.
What time is it? Yeah, we're gonna have to get ready to go to meet this family and do some investigating. I've got to get on my phone and find the address, and then Kenzie and I have to drive out there. So wish us luck tonight for the investigation. And then, like I said, I'll be posting this. I've got to finish a couple episodes when we get back to Ohio, and then I'll work on posting this, and you get to see Kenzie's first residential investigation. If things get too crazy, we'll call it, and then my brothers and I will come back down here and work on it, but we'll see. Could be one of those nights where it's crazy active. It could be one of those nights where we don't experience anything. You just never know till you do it. And then we're going to go back to the hotel, take sinus medicine, and go to sleep, right?
Yep.
So if you guys are new here, please subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Patreon. Smash that like button. We posted a new episode Friday night, so go watch that episode. Other than that, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Wish Kenzie and I luck tonight. Hopefully we document some good evidence. Right, Kenzie? Mm-hmm. Kenzie's a little nervous of it, aren't you?
Yeah. It's more like less nerve-wracking if you're with a big group of people. But
it's just gonna be us, so
yeah.
I'll keep you safe. If things get too if I feel like things are going to be too dangerous, or if I feel like a super negative, oppressive feeling there, we won't do it.
Kind of hope nothing happens.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm good at judging that stuff. I'm not going to put it. I don't want to put Rocky and Sean in danger, and I definitely don't want to put you in danger. So we'll see how it goes.
You also put Sean and Rocky in a room by themselves.
Yeah, but they're seasoned investigators. I know they can handle it.
I can handle it.
Yeah, right. If I said, Kenzie, stay in this house by yourself.
I think, no.
Which I would never do. So, I would never do that. I could see people already. You son of a bitch. You leave your daughter in the house by herself. I would never do that, so. Everybody have a good weekend. Thank you guys for all your friendship and support. Wish us luck tonight. Team Nightmare out. Please subscribe and like the video. And go drop a comment on the newest episode we just posted Friday night. The episode's doing incredible. So thank you guys for showing up Friday night, watching the episode. Great turnout. And we'll see you Friday night for another brand new family haunting. Excuse me. And we got a special guest Friday night. Uncle Rob makes his return for another family haunting, and you will not want to miss this episode. So drop a comment, hashtag Uncle Rob, in the comments below. Thank you guys. Team Nightmare out.